Hello, hello. I leave this on or okay. Think to be better without the light. Hi. Just going to give few minutes for others to join us. So before we commence, so before the whole talk begin, yeah. A quick one. You're welcome to Voice of Oma TV. This is Oma herself. It's so good to have you today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you're watching this video. So good to have you on this platform, and it's an honor to get to share knowledge with you as we get to interact, ask questions, just back and forth. Let it be an interactive section between you and I so we get to learn from each other because nobody is a master of knowledge. Nah, we get to learn from each other every day. Yeah. So yes, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Today we are going to be talking basically on decision making. Decision making. I don't know if you've ever come to that phase or stage in life where you're expected to make decisions either for yourself or for someone close to you. Maybe, if not for yourself, maybe for your kids. Like we often come to a point of making decision one way or the other, and decision making isn't something that should just be done just like that, like okay fine, I'm expected to make or to choose between good and bad, and I just end up going for good. Whatever has an advantage has a disadvantage. So even if you're going for good, what is the effect of that good? Yes, you heard me right. What is the effect of what you're about to do? Is is that decision actually a good one? Right from when we're growing up, we started making decisions. Example, if you have siblings, you'll find out that okay, after dishing out food for them, one gets to pick before the other. Sorry. So one gets to pick before the other, maybe the elderly one, or you allow the younger one pick first to avoid the whole drama. And this person gets the first person will be like, okay, this food is more than this one, so let me pick this plate. You see, so this person picking first is actually considering his or her satisfaction first before the other person. So decision making can actually take us to a level or a phase in life where we never dreamt of. It begins with you, it begins with me. Most persons these days have been pressured to rush into what is not theirs, have been pressured to choose or pick from what they know they never felt like picking. Why? Because they should feel among. They want to feel among. They want to belong to this certain group of people. They want to be like this person. They want to be like that person. Two life partners come or two persons come to propose to you, and you know there are a lot of red flags. Like both of them are not just, they are not even your spec. Let's start from there, right? And okay, fine, just tell them they are not, like, no, none of you fits what my dream kind of person. Just be blunt about it, right? Nobody's going to crucify you. But no, just because you want to, okay, the pressure is much, I'm 30 already, I'm supposed to be married and all of that, we just end up picking wrong choices, just going for settling for less. Let me just use that word. We end up settling for less, and at the end of the day, on the long run, it's it actually leads us to our end. Yeah. So thank you for joining. Where are you joining from? So good to have you. So good to have you, really. So first, um, I'm going to list out one of the major reasons, or some of the major reasons, why we fall victims of wrong decisions. There are a lot of reasons, some due to pressure, some due to influence, some due to impatience, you get. So what are one of those reasons? Why do people make wrong decisions? One here is fear of missing out. The pressure to keep up with peers or not missing out on the big thing can cause us to overlook warning signs. Exactly. We don't want to miss out. There's just that thought or that mind that, what if this opportunity does not come again? What if I don't meet with this again? What if this is my last bus stop? Who told you that it is your last bus stop? Someone or some persons actually say, um, opportunity come but once. No, 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 no. Opportunity does not come but once. Please erase that. In fact, cancel that belief from your mindset. Opportunity does not come but once. It comes several times. It comes. Okay, let's break it down. Let's break it down better. Why most persons believe that opportunity come but once is because, example, if you're given a book, if you're given two books, one is blue and the other is white. The blue book can be given to you once, but it doesn't mean that books would never be given to you again. I repeat, the fact that opportunity, when they say opportunity come but once, it means that there are two books. This is an example I'm setting. One is a blue one, and the other is a white book. The only opportunity that is fit or that might come once is the fact that the blue book will be given to you just once. So the next time you're going to be given a book, you're going to be given a white color. That is why they say opportunity come but once. It doesn't mean that you're never going to have that chance to have to pick again. So we have a lot of reasons to avoid making wrong decisions. See, people talk about destiny, people talk about where we are headed, people talk about tomorrow is going to be this. Okay, what is going to happen tomorrow? Do you know that the decision you make today is what bets your tomorrow? Whatever check you sign today, you're going to cash out tomorrow. So back to the example I was making the other time. When they say opportunity come but one, is because you're not going to be given a blue book again, but the next time you'll be given a white book, which means the other white book you're given might just be the right one. It might just be the book that whatever you're searching for is contained in. You get right? So there's no need of being afraid of, I'll never be given a book again, or I'll never have a chance of getting to pick between a good and bad. So please skip the fear of missing out. Whatever you miss out, or whatever you feel would never come in, it's just say no. What is yours would always come back to you. Now, if you love something so much, let it go. If it's yours, it will come back. Okay, so opportunity does not come. God loves us so much to allow us miss what is meant to be ours, what is ours actually. So He cannot let what is yours come to you just once and you just say no, and just like that. If that's the case, then giving us life, some people would want to take their life. Some people would just be like, okay, I don't want to live again, God, I want to die. God will take that life if that's the case. But no, He gives us another opportunity again, live again. And you get to see that if you live for the next 5 minutes, this same person that was regretting to be alive will be like, oh God, thank you, I didn't die. You get right. This person will be like, oh God, thank you, I didn't die. So that's it. Now, the number two I have here is desire for validation. Now you see that sometimes we equate opportunities with validation. Accepting every opportunity feels like proof of progress, even if it doesn't serve our best interest. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you doing whatever you're doing for? See it as a one-on-one game. Yourself. You're doing it for yourself, not for anybody. Whatever you sow today, you reap. And the good thing there is nobody is going to accompany you to the end. You alone, you are alone there. You might choose to come with others, but it is their choice to say no, I'm not going further anymore. But whether you like it or not, you must go. Like you have no choice to stop. It is your life. You keep going. You keep going, right? So number three, it says distinguishing negative, okay, sorry, short-term gratification over long-term impacts. You see, okay, my first example was about two kids given um, a different quantities of food to choose from. Now, the first person goes for a larger quantity, while the other person goes for a smaller one. Now, the person that picks the larger quantity is actually considering the fact that I want my tummy to be filled up, without seeing a reason that okay, if I get overfed, what will happen? Now, this the third reason here says why people make wrong decisions or rush into wrong decisions before instead of a good one says short-term gratification over long-term impact. Now, the person going for a larger quantity doesn't care. He's actually looking at the fact that I'm going to be filled. He doesn't care if he's going to have running stomach after that. Now, rushing into a decision or a wrong decision causes you to have running stomach. Yeah, you heard me right. Rushing into a wrong decision causes you to have time to have a long time running stomach. And it's something you cannot skip. To see that, okay, I'm making this decision today without considering the effect tomorrow, it has a long time effect. And that is why I say short term gratification over long term impact. People do not think of what is this decision going to offer me tomorrow? What is it going to be like tomorrow? Okay, it's not just me. What about my children? What about people I'm leading? I'm a leader. What about those who are following me? What about my followers? What about the people I'm heading in this organization? What is this decision today going to what would be the impact of this decision in their lives? Okay, these people that I am teaching, if this should happen to this to whatever I'm doing now, if my pen should go missing, it's not just about me. What about these people? What will I use to teach them? If the marker I'm using to write on the whiteboard goes missing, what will I use to write on the whiteboard to make them understand better? Decision. Make your decisions. When you're making your decisions, you should know that it begins with you, but it doesn't end with you. Yes. When you're making your decisions, I repeat, it begins with you, but it does not end with you. It ends with generations. In fact, it doesn't end. Why? Because even when you're long gone, whatever decision you made yesterday will still live to tell. Hi, thanks for joining. We're talking about decisions. I don't know what decision you've made. I don't know how far it has been, right? But then this is all about decision making, and whatever decision you're making, you should know that it begins with you, or it doesn't end with you. Now, we'll move to distinguishing negative from positive opportunities. This is where a lot of persons get it wrong. They don't know how to they don't know how to talk about or get to distinguish between wrong and right. This is where the whole confusion gets in. And some persons end up depressed. Yeah, they end up depressed when they get to see that I have two options to pick from, and I don't know which one to go for. They just end up depressed, especially when they feel talking to somebody is actually a crime, which is not. We're going to talk about that as time goes on. Now, recognizing a genuinely positive opportunity requires us to look beyond the surface, right? Recognizing a genuinely positive opportunity requires us to look beyond the surface. Like I said before, when you're making a decision, it's not about you. Consider those who are coming after you. Consider the generations born and yet unborn. Consider people around you. Consider the organization you're leading. Consider the people who are following you. Consider the people who are watching you. Someone asked me before, um, he said, what can you say about your life? Have you transformed people? Have you changed people? How many people have you converted? How many people have you affected positively? Can you count? And I said, I cannot count how many persons I have affected positively or have impacted positively with my lifestyle or my way of life. But all I can say is there are so much, and I believe they are getting to thousands, right from when I was born, because I am so confident of my kind of life. I know when you're leaving somebody or when you're leaving people, do not just leave them like that. You should leave them with something, leave them with a touch of something, let them remember you for something, right? So I know I might not be going one door, knocking on the door to tell somebody, live a good life. Hello, live a good life. Hi, live a good. No, I may not be doing that. But my lifestyle, how I dress, how I speak, how I interact with people, where I go to, what I see, what I touch, you know, all of that is a means of reaching out or communicating with people, right? So now, how do you do that? How do you end up making good decision? Now, alignment with personal values. That's one ways here. One way of making decision is alignment with personal value. It says if an opportunity demands actions that conflict with your core values, it's likely not a positive path. Yeah. If an opportunity demands action that conflicts your core values, it's likely not a positive path. What are your core values? What are your core values? What are your core values? I ask again. Any opportunity you know that is going against your core value, is it respect? What? Integrity? What are your core values? Loyalty? Now, if whatever you know that is coming, any opportunity that is coming that will warrant you doing things that are opposite your kind of lifestyle, then you know that it's definitely not the right decision for you. Whatever would move you from positive to negative, you need no magic person. You don't need to be told that it is actually a wrong decision. So when you're making a decision, you make sure it aligns with your core values. You make sure what you the next step you're taking aligns with. In fact, it would add up to make you a better person, not limit the level you've already attained in life, not make you feel less valuable than you were years back. It should be something that people should see and be proud of. It should align with your personal value. Whatever decision you're making right now, it should align. Make sure you see that this decision I am making is actually going to make me a better person and not bring me down from the top the ladder where I have been for years. That's actually going to be a large disappointment, to yourself and to society. So, two, how do you make good choices? Now, assessing long-term benefits. Assessing long-term benefits. After following this path, where does it lead me? Okay, it is said that there's light at the end of the tunnel. After making this decision today, am I definitely going to see a light at the end of the tunnel? Is there actually a light at the end of this decision? If I am packing out of this house today, is it going to benefit me, or is going to add up, going to serve as a liability to what, to all that I've been struggling with already? If I am making or getting into this kind of like a relationship, or if I'm making friends with this person, be you a female to a female or same gender or opposite gender, if I am becoming a friend to this person, is it going to add to myself? Is it going to add value to me, or is it going to bring a negative effect? Assess it. Assess the long-term benefits. Is this person going to serve as an advisor to my life? Is this person going to help me grow my business? Is this person going to help me develop myself better? Is this person going to help me believe in myself more? Right? So yeah. Now the fourth says consulting trusted people. I love this part, and at the same time, it is scary. Yeah, I love it, and at the same time, it is scary. You know why? I'll tell you. It says consulting trusted people. Consulting trusted people is another step to making good decision. But my dear, hmm, you see the word trusted there? It should be boldly underlined. Why? I'll tell you. If for any reason you mistakenly get to talk to the wrong person or to someone who isn't loyal or someone who is not meant to be trusted, my dear, you are doomed. If you mistakenly get to relate your problems or your get to seek counsel from wrong set of persons, it's another terrible mistake. Like, you would wish you never found such path. You would wish you never arrived at a point of decision making. You would wish you didn't even that idea didn't even come up in the first place, because you've met the wrong set of persons. Why? Because these persons are not going to serve as good at all. Now, it says here that sometimes talking to a mentor or trusted friend can provide clarity. Yeah, that's true. An outside perspective can highlight aspects of the opportunity we might miss on our own. I go with the first line. Sometimes talking to a mentor or trusted friend can provide clarity. It's true. If you're confused in some certain areas or at the point of decision, and you get to ask, sir, ma, please, I don't understand this. Please, what can you do? And this person has a better knowledge, or has been to that path before, better than you. That person will be like, okay, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're to do, and it helps you, right? It helps bring clarity. It helps you understand better, especially someone who has been down that road before that you're taking. It's a very good help. Now, make sure it is someone that can be trusted. It is someone. People say elderly people. I don't believe so much that it must be an elderly person that can help you gain clarity when it comes to decision making. I don't believe that. It mustn't be an elderly person. Even someone as young as you or me can help serve clarity when it comes to decision making. And this is where I think that prayer should be involved. Like, God, help me meet the right person when it comes to this decision. May I not make the wrong one, right? I was talking to someone's okay, I shared on my Facebook page. I shared on my Facebook page one time. I said the devil is a good duplicator when it comes to duplicating what you want. He knows what you want. He knows what you expected. He knows that you need a brown car. He knows that you need a white house. He knows that you need a green cloth. So what he does is he duplicates it, brings the fake and the original. Now this is where the word what has an advantage has a disadvantage plays out very well. The devil is a good duplicator. He can bring the both white. When God presents his own white, the devil duplicates it and brings another white. Now, where you get to know is you don't get to know immediately. With time, the white of the devil gets to fade out, while that of God still remains original. I'm talking about decision here. Be careful not to miss it. Meet the right people. Think. Make sure you're making the right decision. Does it align with your core values? Right? Now, the next is red flags too of negative opportunities. And we have quick rewards as a high cost. If an opportunity seems too good to be true, or if the immediate rewards come with steep personal cost, it's worth pausing to reflect. Very true. I go again. If an opportunity seems too good to be true, or if the immediate rewards come with steep personal costs, it's worth pausing to reflect. Some things are too good to be true. Like yourself, you would know. Like, example, you meet a stranger while going out or to work, and this person be like, "Hi, have we met before?" And then you say, "Okay, I just saw you and I like you. So this is a check of 1 million naira. Go to the bank and cash out like immediately." You'll be like, oh sir, but I've not met you before. But then can I have your contact? Or you'll be like, no, 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 no. I just saw you and I want ah mm, please let me ask you a question. Is that event or what's that moment, is it not too good to be true? Is it not too good to be true? So some things are too good to be true. That's one um sign of knowing a negative opportunity. You things, unimaginable things just come up. Just somebody offering you a contract you didn't apply for. Somebody no. Work with your instincts, work with trusted people, work with everything. I tell you, a decision begins with you, but it doesn't end with you. You might start this day alone, but it's not ending with you tomorrow. Generations born and yet unborn are going to harvest whatever you sow today. So that is it, right? So wow, we've actually spoken a lot, and it's actually been a nice time with you all. I appreciate this moment with you. I'm going to go through every step I've spoken about when it comes to making decision. I said number one. Okay, let me start with why do we fall victims of wrong decisions? I said number one, fear of missing out. Number two, desire for validation. Number three, short term gratification over long term impact. Number four, I said ambiguity in outcomes. And then I moved to distinguishing negative from positive opportunities. And I said, number one, alignment with personal values, very important. That's one way to distinguish. Number two, I said assessing long term benefits. Number four, okay, number three, consulting trusted people. Make sure whoever you're sharing your decision making um, plan with is actually trusted. It's what's being trusted. It's someone who can provide you with clarity. It's someone who can help you get to whichever level you're willing to get to. Someone who will be there to give you a helping hand when you fall. Someone who will be there when you need somebody to lean on, right? And then I moved to red flags of negative opportunities. And on number one, I said quick rewards at a high cost, right? And then yes, I spoke about just that one, which I said if an opportunity seems too good to be true, or if the immediate rewards come with steep personal cost, it's worth reflecting, or it's worth pausing to reflect. Be careful not to fall into wrong hands. Be careful not to make a decision that will cause regrets in your life and that of people around you or the community you serve. Now, making negative opportunities with this would come to an end. So I'm going to be closing with this. Making negative opportunities for good ones doesn't mean failure, but it can hinder your path. By learning to pause, reflect, and align your choices with your goals and values, you ensure that each step you take leads you closer to a fulfilling life. Very important. Now, choose opportunities that build your strength. Yeah, choose opportunities that build your strength. Make choices that build your strength. Network with people that build your strength. Say things that build your strength. Watch things that build your strength. Listen to things that build your strength. Decision making doesn't just come with choosing, it comes with listening, it comes with working with, it comes with staying with, it comes with living with. All these actually decision making stages of life. Now choose opportunities that build your strengths, protect your well-being, and contribute to your growth, and you'll be far more likely to succeed in ways that matter most. Wow. Choose opportunities that build your strength. I'm taking that again. Protect your well being and contribute to your growth. And you'll be far more likely to succeed in ways that matter most. You once you've gotten to that point of decision making and you make the right decision, You just see things working out perfectly without you knowing how. All that will be left for you is or are testimonies. This is me wishing you all the best. This is Voice of Omar TV, and I am Omar, who is pleased to speak to you on a topic: decision making. Right? So thank you for joining me. See you next time as we get to talk more, as we get to relate more, so get to share more exciting and inspiring topics with you. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you and bye.